This
So,
conference will now be recorded. This conference will now be recorded.
so looks Mallikarjun has joined new one. So Mallikarjun, are you the first time person you have joined today? Or yesterday also looks you are there, right?
Yes, sir. Yesterday also there.
Yeah,
Today
yeah,
second class.
yeah, no problem. So yesterday one we will do. We'll continue, no problem. After session, I will discuss with you. Okay. Thanks, Mallikarjun. Okay.
Okay, okay, sir.
Right.
Thank you.
Right, guys. Yesterday, what we did is in the main.xml. Hope everyone able to see my screen, right? So I have shared my screen. I think everyone is audible. So what I did, I have created an event handling screen here. Sorry, an application. In that, I have taken one button. So for the button, width, height, which is mandatory, as I told yesterday. So width and height I have taken, and I have written some text to say hi to all. So for attribute method we are discussing. For that, this is the method. Well, this is the attribute which is mandatory, which is called Android colon on click. So this way, where we will use in HTML. So this kind of way, but don't write this thing in the real time, Android real time. Okay. So because we are against to this, because so here I have taken two buttons. For each button I have written on click with different method names, say hi, say hello. So in my main activity what I did, so I have created a say hi is a separate method, say hello is a separate method, by writing public with view parameters. So here I have written toast message. Okay. So yesterday I told you, like this one we discussed. So which is not at all good thing, not at all suggestible in real time. So for writing one button, one method, it's not at all good practice. Okay. So this is just a sample I told you. So this is one technique is available. Whenever a small POC, for example, any client asked you to implement, or your manager asked you to implement a small application within 1 or 2 hours, then you can write this one. It's a static thing. Okay. So it won't take much time. Okay. I'm running this. Let it do. So we'll wait. Let it run because just now also I tried to run, which is working very fine. Let me open Logcat also. In that I have already kept the this one. Okay, today, so this technique don't use in real time. The which most technique what we will use is inner class. Okay, so inner class method I am going to be discussed with you today. So what is an inner class? First, I will make you understand. So what is an inner class? Actually, in Android, if you would like to handle any button event or checkbox event, radio button event, like when you are clicking on it, so to handle that, for each view, a separate interface will be created. Okay, those interfaces are already available in our Android SDK. So one interface example I am writing here, saying that I on item click listener. On item click listener is a interface. On checked changed. So this is a different interface. Okay. So like this, so many kinds of interfaces are available in our Android. So what is the way you can invoke these interfaces into your activity? That means what I am trying to say is, so whenever I would like to, why it is stopping? Is there any error here? Okay, 1 minute, guys. See, the first method when it is launching, it is calling on create method, on start method, on resume method. Okay, as per activity lifecycle, first what are the three methods will execute? See here, everywhere I have written on create method. I have written a log message, log.e main activity on create. So whenever it is launched, so definitely it will show. It was not dead actually. There is some problem here. So afternoon it was executed. Now also see on create, on start, on resume. Now I'm clicking on this one. So when I click on home button, what method it is executing? On pass, on start. Okay. So when I click on home button, it is executed with on pass, on start. Okay. Let me remove this. I'm deleting the old one. Now what I'm doing? I'm clicking on menu because I just clicked on home button. Still my activity is in the background. Okay, this activity is in the background now. Let me select this. Observe the logcat here. What methods will come? What methods it is coming? On restart, on start, on resume. Okay, let me do one more thing. Let me click on back. When I click back, what method it is called? On stop, on pause, on stop, on desktop. So what it is happening? Let me open the activity diagram. See, just you have to understand the flow, how it is going. Okay, when you click back button, what is calling? When you click normal home button, what is calling? Okay, once again I will explain you. See, here this is the activity life cycle, what we discussed. So whenever you are executing your activity, what activity you are executing? I am executing, what is the class name? Main activity, which is our app compare activity, right? In this I have written on create method, on start method, right? On resume method, on pause method, after that on stop, on restart, on destroy. All the methods I have written. But as per our discussion, you no need to write all the methods. Only on create method is enough. Only on create method is enough to to write your logic. So all these methods, for example, I have written. Okay. If is there any requirement, you can write, or else no need to write. Okay. First it will call on create. Immediately it will go and call on start. Immediately it will go and call on resume. Okay. When you click home button, what will happen? On pause, on stop, on stop, up to on stop only. So what happened when I click home button? This home button means it is calling on pause, on stop. Okay, now this is not at all visible on your screen. Now I click on menu button. So when I click on menu button, what happened? So when I click on menu button, it is coming to here, which is stopped activity. So it is coming to on restart, right? So on restart is printed here. On restart, on start, on resume. That means where it is coming from, on restart, on start, on resume. Now what I did second time, I clicked on back button. So if I click on back button, what happened? It's coming as on pause, on stop, on destroy. So on stop, on destroy called. So on stop, on destroy. So when I click back button, what is happening? It is not going there. It is coming to on stop, on destroy. Activity shutdown. So this is happening here like this. Now once again what I am doing, just to see here, let me do one more time. Okay, see this, this is my application, right? Okay. When I just click on, what are the methods are coming? Observe here, on create, on start, on resume, right? On create, on start. There is some problem in this actually. Okay, this some external application is getting crashed. That means inbuilt one. So that's the reason. Okay, again it started on create, on start, on resume. Three things called when it is launched. Okay, so now some internal application is launching. That's the reason it's keeps stopping actually. Okay, close that. Okay. Once again, see here, on create, on start, on resume. Okay, when I click home button, when I click home button, it is giving some problem. Channel is giving some problem. Okay, now I am restarting. See, on create, on start, on resume. When I restart, that has to come here. Okay, these things are as usual. Say hi to all. The tag I have to remove. So input dispatcher problem. So on create, on start, on resume. It's not even doing 1 minute time. Excel launcher. It's starting. It's another application. One minute. One minute. So don't worry, I will take extra time. Don't worry. So if I execute this, then you will get understand. You will get full command and activity. So we'll start login page. Just give me 2 minutes. So now I am clicking on create, on start, on resume. It is calling. Next, where is this pixel launcher? I have to remove this or else it won't work. Just 1 minute. I try to search for pixel launcher. If you are finding, please let me know. Just I will search once. Pixel. Oh, this is very big problem for us. I think no. I think this app is not installed. It's okay. Leave it, no problem. Just try to execute this. It's okay. We'll start the next example. No worry. Okay. Now you got understand at least. On create, on start first will call. So when I click on home button, what methods it will call? It will call these methods. What is that? On pass, on start. So if you when you click on this menu button, so it will come to what? On restart, on start, on resume. So when I click back button, on pass, on start, on destroy, it will completely kill. Okay, right. So this is the one which I would like to explain. Right. So now I would like to create a inner class method. For inner class method, what I am saying is, so in Android, for each view, like a button, checkbox, radio button, okay. So you will have different kind of widgets. That means views are available for each view. For example, rating bar. So for rating bar, you will get a rating bar on rating bar changed. So on rating bar changed like this. So many interfaces are available. All these are all called interfaces. These interfaces you would like to invoke into your activity. That is our main motto. So how to invoke is, so whenever I am calling this uh, interface, so what I have to write, for example, if I would like to call an interface, so I have to write implements keyword. Am I correct? So implements keyword I have to write. So using that implements keyword only, we have to write whether it is on click listener or something. Okay. So I have to write this. Okay. See here, when I am trying to type, you are getting here on click listener. See here it is there, right? So on click listener, what it is showing here in the documentation, it's a static interface. So in this static interface, in interface must contains some predefined methods. Am I correct? So that predefined methods we have to get into our activity. That is the reason we are invoking inner class. Okay, right. So invoking interface in your activity, that I am calling it as an inner class. Okay, that is the definition. So to explain that, what I will do, I'll try to create a new sample. Okay, so event handling, in that I am trying to create inner class. Okay, so for that, uh, okay, I don't need this. I need a login screen. Let me close this to recover some memory. Okay, now what I'm doing here, file, I'm creating new sample. I'm writing new project. Okay, so here I would like to create a login page. Okay, so let me take empty activity. So by default, a template you have to select. By default, it will be empty activity. You can also select same one. Next. Okay, so here what is your application? For example, I would like to discuss inner class. For the inner class, what I am writing, either you can write login or inner class. So for our best understanding, I will write login page. Okay, just temporary purpose I am creating. Here package name, it contains com dot example dot. Example is not a meaningful word. Okay, make it com.login page. So here it will store in the Durga 4 whatever I created in that, and programming language what we are using Java, this one. Okay, right now what I am doing, let me click on finish. So it will create the project, let it load. So basically in login screen, what are all the fields you will have? Username, password, all those things. Am I correct? Right. So today, sorry, unfortunately I closed that notepad. Let me open this. One second. Today, as per our discussion, see, in the layouts we have to discuss more number of layouts, right? So what are the more number of layouts we have to discuss? See, so yesterday I just explained about linear layout. But today, let me go with the relative layout. Okay. So relative layout is the old one. Constraint layout is the advanced one. First, understand relative layout. Later, I will explain about constraint layout. Okay. So let me write a relative layout today. So how to write this relative layout? What are the properties we will understand along with the login page. Okay. Now come to the XML. So where is your XML will be placed? That one it is loading. Just we have to wait because its Gradle build is running. Okay, it will take a lot of time. When time comes, I will run it. Until then, let me close it because it will take a lot of memory for me. Emulator, I'm ending. So when I click on run, it will call automatically. So I don't want that. Let me end it. So that I will. It's 4 GB RAM, no? So that's the reason I'm make it fast. Okay. So now it will release some memory. So okay. Emulator is taking a lot of memory. That's the reason. Okay, now I can freely write your program as soon as possible. Okay, so now what application we are designing? Login page, right? So I will create a login page with a relative layout. Okay, in this I am in the along with the relative layout for login page. So one new thing I will introduce to you. What is that? Is text to view. Text to view is a view. Along with that, I am going to be introduce edit text to view. Along with the edit text, I will take a button. Sorry, number of buttons what required I will take. So these are the things which I will write in the relative view. Text view. So text view mostly what purpose we will use in real time is if I would like to display some title. Okay, if I would like to display some title, I will use text view. Edit text. Edit text means from user you are expecting some input. For example, username, password. Okay, so this is you can also called input field. Okay, input field. And buttons, buttons we discussed yesterday. Okay, now come down. See here in the project window, it is showing as Android. I don't want, make it what? Project window. Make it project window. So here it is login page. Open this login page. Open this. So inside this app folder is there. Open the app folder. Source folder. Open this main folder. Here inside this Java folder, here is your backend. Okay, so don't worry, up to one or two examples I will tell. From after that I won't tell. Okay, every day I won't tell like this. Okay, so resource, here you will have layout folder. Here is your XML because we are doing very fast time. That's the reason I'm explaining. Okay, so main.xml is there. Three windows are there. Design, split to code. Let me go to code. So here constraint layout is there. I don't want this constraint layout. So make changes to what layout I would like to discuss today. Relative layout, right? Which is showing here, right? Relative layout. After that, you can remove. What are the mandatory properties for relative layout? XMLNS colon Android. This tag is mandatory. Why? So because if I would like to write any attribute further, this if I remove this XMLNS colon Android, what will happen? Nothing will come from, right? Everywhere I will get error. Okay, that's the reason we have to write XMLNS colon Android. That is mandatory. When you create, automatically it will come. It's a schema tag. And mandatory you need to write width to height. So width match parent, height match parent. That means entire width it will take. entire height it will take. Okay. Now inside this, first I would like to write a title. I would like to design a login page. So for login is a title. So for title, what I told you, you have to choose text to view. Okay, you have to choose text to view. Drag and drop this text to view. So see, relative layout is flexible for us, whereas linear layout it's not like that. Linear layout by default it will go to top left, but relative layout is flexible. Where you want you can place. Exactly here I would like to place my title. Okay, so there it will come. 1 second. There is some problem in the studio. It's showing. Let me open the split. Here it is not giving. Now it will give. No? It playing jokes. Actually, it has to come. Relative layout main purpose is that is only. Okay. Actually, it's easy to drag. Okay. If it is not, you are not able to drag, then there is no reason. Okay. It is not using listening. It's okay. It's just a title. ID property is not available, not required. See, what are the properties of text view here? Instead of that, we can make it's okay. Make it relative layout, no problem. Layout width, wrap content. Wrap content means how much text it is there. That is only showing. So let me make it as match parent. So that what happened? It is coming from here to here. So width, height, okay. Title. What is the title you have to write? I would like to write title as login. Okay. But see, is that title visible to you? No, right? So to make visible, I have to increase the text size. Okay, I am increasing text size. You no need to worry. So here you can write just TE. Automatically, all the properties will come. Text size. Text size, how much? Basically, I am giving 30 SP, single independent pixel. Okay, 30 SP looks good, but still I would like to increase. I am giving 35. Okay, looks good, but I want to make it bold. Text style, make it bold means what property I have to write? Text style. Text style bold. If I make bold, this is coming bold, but see, this is aligned exactly at left side, but I would like to get it into center. So to make it center, text, you have to write Android colon gravity. Gravity is a property where bottom, center, center horizontal, center vertical specifies how to align your text by views x and y axis. Okay, just simply you can write it center. So what happened now? This login title, it is exactly in the video, it is center. I would like to make some gap top side. Okay, so top side gap you can give. Actually, no need to write this margin. So when I write that relative load, it has to come. So top side I am giving 150 density pixel was. Okay. See here login title here top, from here to top how much distance it is? 150 density pixel. See here two things. If you are specifying text size, you have to give SP, single independent pixel. If you are specifying for space, density pixel, like that. Okay. So okay, text view it is done. Login title is there. Fine. After this, I would like to drag and drop username field. Username field, what it is? Come to text. Here it is showing plain text, password, password numeric, email, phone. Like it will load different types of keypads. Email means @.com will come. Password with numeric means alpha numeric keypad will be open. Plain text means directly only alphabets will be open. Phone means only numeric keypad will open. So what is your username? Whether you want to give it as email or a normal name. So let me take email type. So email type I am writing. So here I am placing, but it is not taking. What is the relative layout? Now I will tell you. See, come down here. So what is this here? Edit text, right? So this edit text, it should be below the text view. It should be below the text view, but there is no reference for that. That's the reason I am creating. ID. What is that ID is? So this is the text kind of. So here now I am writing one property. Please understand this property. What is the property to make it below? Layout below at the rate plus ID by text view title. So what is this meaning is, whatever the edit text field you have taken, that should be below of title. Okay, it become below of title. So what is this what is the first property? It came id. It's too much it is giving. I'll make it simple. It's edit text, right? So that's the reason I'm making it short, et underscore. What purpose I am using? To enter username, right? So for best understanding, I am writing, okay, this edit text I have taken for username. For our understanding, in any way you can write, no problem. Okay, for better understanding, I am writing this is a edit text username. Because why this ID is required? Because you need to register that ID, this edit text, in the backend. Okay, to write logic. That's the reason. Et username. Okay. Second property, width. If I don't write width, what will happen? See, if I don't write width, you will get error. And see here, it is giving me the error saying that width attribute must be defined. Okay. So width. So here width I am writing. What match parent I am writing. So what happened from here to here, it is coming. Okay, it's okay, but by seeing this, what user can understand? Nothing he will understand. Next to height is there, wrap content, EMS in nothing but inside this edit text you are entering some text, right? What is the text size? Input type means keypad. Keypad is specifying input type. Below I told. Here one thing I am writing, one property I am writing, boss. What is that? Is margin. Here I have written top 150 dp, margin top, only top. Here if I write margin, four sides it will come. Four sides it will come. So four sides you can check here. Left to 25 dp, right to 25 dp, top 25 dp, bottom also 25 dp. Okay, margin it is giving four sides. Now here inside this, what I am writing, some hint I will provide. Some hint. If I display empty, what user can understand? Nothing he will understand. So that here what I am writing, enter username. So here I am writing enter username. This text we can't increase. So this hint text we can't increase. Okay, that means text size we can't increase. That is not possible for us. Okay, you can keep like that. Okay, now done. Username is ready. Now password I have to take. How to take password now? Come down. Here password is there, right? So password means dot dot has to come. You don't need to write special logic. Already it is there. You can take. Even if you have password with numeric, you can take this one. It will allow both. Okay. So again it is going on top. In the relative layout, what I have to do? First I have to specify where it should be behind. Where it should be. Okay. Now here what I am writing. Let me change first ID. ID property of edit text. Edit text underscore. So what purpose I have taken this password, right? So I have changed this ID as et underscore password. Now here it's width. Width it is writing wrap content here to here, but I don't want. I will make it match parent. Okay. Height to wrap content fine. EMS 10 input type. So similarly same property I am writing. First I would like to define where it should be. So here I am writing one property below this edit text, username edit text, right? At the rate plus ID by edit text username. So now it will come under edit text username. Next, I would like to provide some margin for this. Margin, four sides. So how much I have given for username, same way I have provided for this one. Next, here I am writing password. Sorry, hint, because what a user has to enter. For that, I am writing password. Enter password. Enter password. Okay, right. So these two are okay for me now. Okay, username field is there, password. Now I will write sign in button. Okay, for sign in button, what I have to do? I have to drag and drop a button. Okay, come down here now. Where is the button? Go to common. Here is your button. So how many buttons you want? One or two. Okay, let me take two. So two buttons I am taking. Okay, now come down. Come down to the code split area. Okay, now let me write these one. So these two I would like to get it in horizontal. Okay. So for horizontal, what I will do first, what is this button? First button you can write. First button for the purpose of login or sign in. Okay, sign in is which will good for us. So I will write sign in. Okay, so it's width to make it wrap content, wrap content. So here this button I am writing sign in, sign in. Okay, so this button where it should be exactly, this button should come below, layout below at the rate plus id by password, right? Et password, below password it has to come. Similarly, I will change this button bt underscore, consider it is cancel button, cancel. If I click cancel, I will erase all the fields what user entered. Make it wrap content, hide to wrap content, text I am changing. What is that text I am writing? Cancel. Okay. So below is the property. Below I am writing. So what is below here? At the rate plus id by, this is also below of password. Below of password. But see, look like both are together. Okay. Now what I am writing here? See, beside. mm, Layout. Sorry, left off. It's right off, right? Sorry, it's right off. Align layout to right off, BT sign. Okay, now you can understand. See, these two button come left. So what property I have written? To right off, but it is giving to right off instead of that to end off also. You can write to right off to end off. So lower versions can understand right off. Later versions cannot understand this one. So BT sign. Okay, now there is no warning for me. Uh, Still it is there, or else you can remove this, no problem. End up you can write to end up. Okay, but it's look like I don't like to get it. So what I will write here? I will write margin property, margin 25 dp. Okay, so this is also I am writing margin 25. Okay, looks good now. So still, if you would like to get it into the center, okay, now what I will write, just I will try to increase the width. Consider I am giving it 200 density pixel. So it's too much. 200 means it's going too high. So let me give 150 dp, and here also make it same 150 density pixel. Okay, it looks good now. It's look okay now. Okay, now this is my login screen using relative. What is relative layout is, so you have to specify what is below, what is left of, what is right of, kind of thing. Okay, so this is relative layout. Okay, now I am ready with my login screen. Okay, what are all the what are all the views I have taken? Text view, this is title, so there is no click listener for this. Okay, you can make it empty, no problem, but edit text is mandatory. Edit text password is mandatory. Sign in button is mandatory. Cancel button is also mandatory. Okay. Now for inner class method, what I have to do? Sorry. For inner class method, mandatory what we have to do? Come to the main activity. Let me write. See, this is normally a activity. This is normally a Java class now, right? Now I would like to make it as activity. How to write activity? As I told you, extends app compat activity. Am I correct? So whatever I am writing, extends app compat activity, which is correct. Now if I write extends app compat activity, now my main activity become activity. So what are the lifecycle methods of activity? So total 7 methods are there. What are those? On create, on start, on resume, on pass, on stop, on restart, Understood. But am I need to override all the methods? No, only one method is mandatory. What is the method? On create. Don't type on your own. Just try to write as I am writing. Okay, on create. Enter. That's it. Okay, so here two words only there, but third line should be there. What is that? You must append what is your XML. It is already there, but for your understanding I am erasing and writing append XML. So where is your XML? Your XML is existed inside the resource folder, layout folder, activity underscore main. How to write it? I am writing set content view. How to write? Set content view. So this is available in the resource folder. How to write resource folder? It's R. Resource is nothing but R. So here when I write R, so many things are coming. So you know, you should not check all these things. Only one thing. What is your package name? What is package name of your class? Com.login page, right? You have to select R from com.login. If you select other one, your XML will not be come. Okay, that's the one. So always it should be your package one. R dot layout dot what is your XML name? Activity underscore main. See, it is there already. Just enter. Okay, activity underscore main came. Done. I have appended my XML. Okay. Next, whenever you have appended XML, okay, the first variable, the first variable which you would like to declare is mandatory. Everywhere we have to use what is that is context. Context variable I have to take, right? Let me take context variable, context, context variable. Okay, what is yesterday I told context is nothing but what is the context value? Your class name. What is my class name? Main activity dot this. Okay, now let me open context. What will happen? See, context is a predefined package. Android.content from Android SDK. See, try to read this description what it is giving. Context is nothing but a global interface. So your application is running under Dalvik virtual machine. The Dalvik virtual machine has to understand your SDK components as well as your Java code. So to execute your Java code, core libraries are used, right? I told when I am explaining about architecture. So core libraries has to make understand to your SDK. This is the class as written as per the SDK component structure. That's the reason we have to invoke this interface. So without this context interface, we can't execute our application logic. You understand? So just remember up to now, I don't want to make your memory more. Just context is nothing but it's a global variable which is used to execute your application as per SDK norms. Only these 2 points you have to remember. Later I will keep on add. Okay, up to now 2 points. It's a global interface used to execute your application code as per SDK norms. That's enough. Okay, don't think more. Okay, as of now just keep it in mind. 2 points. Okay, done. First variable context. After that your XML variables you have to write. So what is meaning by XML variables? Here XML variables in the sense in your XML when you are designing screen, what views, understand this point, what views have backend logic, those views only you have to register in the main activity. If no view required to handle from the backend, don't write it. No view, it is not required to handle from backend, don't write it. It's waste of memory. So for example, here title I have written login title. So here I have written ID for the purpose of relative layout. But this ID is not required for me. But only purpose of relative layout I have written. But have you ever seen by clicking on login something is happening? Nothing, right? So only for buttons you will have. For edit text you will have. But for not for title. So for title not required, that means this text view what you have written, that is not required to register in the backend. Okay, but this username field is mandatory, right? Am I correct what I am telling? Username field is mandatory. So what is this username field? Edit text, right? So this edit text I am registering here. So what is this here? See, capital EDIT. Okay, let me try to write same thing. Private, capital EDIT. Don't type everything on your own because here import statement is mandatory for us. Okay, let me see here. When I click on edit text, automatically android.widget.edit text it is coming. Okay, so those things we cannot remember, that's the reason you have to follow. So how many edit text I have taken? Two edit text, right? One is for username, one is for password. You can give any name. Okay, I am giving here edit text is username and edit text is a password. Okay, two things comma separated because these two variables are similar to edit text. Okay, other than that, what I have taken? Two buttons I have taken. Am I correct? Two buttons. Button sign in, button cancel. These two are buttons, right? So what is this? B, capital BUTTON. Now try to write same like this. Private, capital BUTTON. 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 Sorry, I am not writing. First button here, sign in. You can write it is sign in. Second button, cancel. Okay, if I write like this, I'm unable to understand. So I will change like this. Et underscore. Et is nothing but edit text. Edit text username, edit text password. So it is button. Let me write BT, button sign in. So BT cancel, just to remember your thing, what kind of variable it is, kind of thing. Okay, now you have taken two variables. Now in inner class method, it is mandatory inside the onCreate method. What is that logic I am writing next? Get XML variables IDs. Okay, get XML variable IDs. So what are the variables? Edit text username I have taken. So what is username I have to write now? Et username. I have taken et username. What is this username? So this username is a edit text. This username is a edit text. You can find this edit text username with this ID. So for that, what I am writing here, find view, find view by ID. See, finds a view that was identified by the XML attribute ID processed on create. Okay, so I have to tell my XML, my activity, what is this ET username I declared. So this ET username is a XML field, that means XML view. Okay, you can find this uh, edit text with ID. Okay, to write ID, what I have to write? R com.login page. I told ID. If I would like to declare ID, ID dot. So what is the thing I have written? Et username. So same thing I am writing. What is that? Et underscore username. Okay, so that my activity can understand. Okay, this et username is nothing but which was an edit text which is defined in the so and so XML. See, one more point here. I have taken activity underscore main.xml, that related views only I am declaring. Okay, don't write another XML IDs here. If you write, what will happen? Null pointer exception will come. Okay, so always keep it in mind. Next, what is password I have to write? Try to tell me here. Et password. What is this password? So password is a kind of edit text. Okay, so you can find view by ID et underscore password. ID I have written et underscore password. Let me write find view by ID. It's r dot id dot et underscore password. Let me write et underscore password. Okay, you no need to type everything it will come. Okay, edit text I have taken. Next buttons I have to write. Okay, what is this button? First button sign in. Okay, now I am giving some gap. If you maintain gap, that will be good actually. It will be the look and feel will be great. Okay, so button sign in. What is this button sign in? So button sign in is a button with ID bt underscore sign in. How to write it? Same. Find view by ID. Here it will come. Okay. Find view by ID, which is r dot id dot. So this bt underscore sign in. Done. Similarly, what is cancel? I have to write. What is cancel? So cancel is also button. You can find this view by ID r dot id dot bt cancel. See these things for whom I am declaring. So find view by ID I am writing for the purpose of onCreate method for the activity. So onCreate has to understand what is this variable you declare. So that's the reason I am telling them you can find this view from XML kind of thing. Okay. Now user has to enter username password and after that he has to click on button sign in. Okay, for button sign in, if he would like to click on it, yesterday what I did in XML, for the button I have written on click. For the button itself I have written on click. Okay, this one I have written, but today it is not mandatory to write because yesterday whatever I told that is not at all suggestible in real time. So instead of writing on click in the XML, where I have to write, here itself I am writing. Understand how I am writing? I am writing here bt sign in. How I am writing? Bt sign in dot, what property I have written in XML? On click, right? So same on click. If I would like to write in activity, what is the method you will get? Set on click listener, right? Set on click listener. Set on click listener. It is requiring a parameter on click listener. What is on click listener? I told you. I told you on click listener is a interface. So for button, if you would like to make it clickable, you have to write button sign in dot set on click listener. Set on click listener. See here what I am writing. It is asking some variable. Don't pass anything. Just pass this. Okay. Why you have to pass this? I will tell. Okay. Next, for button cancel also you have to write. Here I am getting error. Okay. Keep it aside. I will tell you. So for button cancel also you have to click on. How to write? Tell me. Button cancel dot, what is the method I have to write? Set on click listener. Set on click listener, passing argument this. So you must write this. Why? Why? Because see, this on set on click listener is asking on click listener parameter. I told on click listener is a interface. That interface I would like to invoke into my class. So for that reason I am passing current class as this. That means passing this is nothing but I would like to invoke that on click listener interface into my class. Okay, here I am getting warning, no problem. Try to get red bulb. Okay, or else try to write directly implements, or else instead of that, so end of this, just click. You are getting red bulb. Once again I am telling you, end of this. You are writing this, right? End of this, click here, automatically here red bulb will come with drop down. You are getting two options. Once again see, end of this I am clicking. You are getting two options. Red bulb, just place over the cursor. You will get drop down. When you click the drop down, you will get two options. Cast parameter on click listener, make main activity implement on click listener. Okay. So now what I am doing, see here. Up to now you have extends app compat activity. Now when I select the second option, what happened here? See what happened here? Extends app compatibility implements. What do you mean by implements? If I would like to invoke interface, I would like to call implements. Am I correct? So that implements. So here one method has to write. What is that method? On click method. So automatically it was overridden on click method. So what is this on click method? I may need to override only one method. So let me go into the on click listener interface. Just to place your cursor, press control, keypad control. See, here it is showing interface on click listener. Inside this only one method, on click method. Inside this view parameter is there. So that's the reason it is loading over there. So on click listener is a interface, so which is generating on click method. So this on click method I have to use for multiple buttons. With a single button, I am handling multiple buttons here. Sorry, one method, multiple buttons. Yesterday, multiple buttons with multiple methods. Okay. So here, how can I differentiate? How can I differentiate it? Because see, whenever you are writing button, each button have different unique ID, right? BT sign in, BT cancel. If I try to write same, okay, let me do one thing. Let me do this. What I am getting? Duplicate. So it must be unique. It must be unique. Each view ID must be unique. So based on this ID, because I know the ID, based on the ID, I can make it what I can make it differentiate. So here, I think you all know switch case loop, right? So I am writing switch case loop here. Switch. So this switch, it is asking a parameter based on what I have to differentiate. So this switch must need a parameter. So here on click method it is coming with view, right? Button is a view. Am I correct? Right. So here some name is there, V. Let me write that V. V dot get ID. So what is this get ID? That means when you click on the button, I know the button ID. So I will try to get the button ID. So switch means you have to open loop. I have opened. Inside this, I am writing case. Case r dot id dot bt underscore sign in. What I am writing? Bt underscore sign in. Case must terminate with a break. Mandatory. Don't forget to write break. If you don't write break, same case will execute every time. Okay, break is mandatory. Similarly, second button. Second button, I would like to add case r dot id dot, what is the second button ID? Bt underscore cancel. For example, if I add one more button, what I need to do? If I add one more button, find view by ID of the third button dot set on click listener. This in the switch already it is there. Just add over a case. Enter case r dot id dot third button break. That's enough. Like this, inside the on click single on click method, I am writing only switch case. In that, how many cases? You have 10 buttons, 10 cases, 100 buttons, 100 cases, 1000 buttons, 1000 cases. So how many methods I am writing here? Only one method. That is the advantage of inner class. That is the advantage of inner class. Okay. So when user clicking on button, okay, first I will check username entered or not. Okay, username entered or not, password entered or not, that I will check. Okay, so how to validate, how to write validation for these things, how to write validation for these things, edit text. Okay, let me take first. Here I am writing two things first, two strings I am taking. String username, what I am taking, I am taking a local variable string username. This username, for where I have to get is, see here username field, what is the name I have written? Et username, right? So edit text username. So edit text have one property. What is the property? Is whatever user entered, if you would like to receive the text, there is a method edit text dot get text. get text. Get text is a method to receive what user entered. But there is one problem from the edit text. Whatever the text you have taken, that must be converted into a string. So that's the reason what I am writing dot to string I am writing, because what I have taken here, string variable I have taken. So edit text dot get text to receive whatever the text he has entered inside the username. For example, I would like to append text to the username. If I would like to append text to the username from backend, set text. Set a text. What is the name you would like to write? That name you have to write like this. Okay. Get to text to receive. Set a text to append. Understand? Getter setters. You would like to receive text from the edit text. Edit text to dot get text. Convert it into toString. Similarly, I would like to get password. Now tell me how to get the password. Let me create local variable string password equals to, so here I am writing et password, from password only, right? So how to get it? What is the method? Get text. Get text dot convert this one to string, because I have taken here string variable. Okay, now come down here. I am writing if condition. What is the condition? If username dot length. For string, length is a predefined method. Length I am checking greater than 0. If length greater than 0, that means user entered name. User entered some name. How many characters I am not telling. If it is greater than or 0, I am checking. Okay. If he didn't enter, I have to come down to else. In the else, I need to display some message to the user saying that enter some name. Okay. So I am writing toast message. What is the toast syntax? As I told yesterday, toast dot make text. So here context I have written on top. Do you remember? Context I have written on top. Context. Excuse me, I will take 15 minutes extra. Okay, please be wait. So here I am taking enter username. Enter username question mark, comma, how much time you would like to display, length short, length long, you have to use that one, dot show. But this one I would like to write for password also. So for that reason, what I am doing here, let me create my custom method. So repeated logic is there. So to avoid that repeated logic, I am creating a custom method. What is that custom method? It's a private access specifier, void display toast. Display toast. Inside this toast I am writing. But here, what is that username enter I am asking, that one I don't want to write like this here, because I would like to pass that message here. So how I will pass? By providing a string message to this uh, parameter. Okay, here message I will write. Okay, so here in the else condition, instead of calling the toast.make text, so here I am writing display toast enter username. So this text will come to here, so that message will be displayed. Similarly, I have to check for password inside the username. Am I correct? After checking username, then only you have to check for password. Excuse me. So here I am checking if et password, et password dot, oh sorry, it not password, already password I have taken. What is that? Password dot length. Length greater than 0. Greater than 0 means that size greater than 0 means he entered something. So if it is less than 0, that means what I have to do? Else condition. So I am writing display toast. What is display toast here? It is a custom method which is writing toast message. So here I am writing, what is that? Enter password. I am requesting user to enter password. Done. So now he has to enter username, he has to enter password. If we enter password username, just to display some text saying success. Okay, so I would like to display success, saying that login success. I would like to say login success. Okay, done. Ah, what do you mean by cancel? Cancel means erase the text fields what you entered. So that means username entered, password entered. Okay, that you need to erase. So to erase that, what I need to do? Just to erase the text. Erase the text in the sense edit text username dot set text. I told you now set text empty. Set text empty means empty text will be appended. Et password. Et password dot set text empty. Both are empty. Username dot set text empty. Password dot set text empty. Okay, done. I'm done. Okay. Any queries in this logic? Let me run this. Okay, I am done here. I need to run this by launching the AVD because it may take some time. Please be patient. Uh, guys, one small update actually. Unfortunately, my uncle expired actually, so it was happened in the evening. So I'm planning to go out of Hyderabad town tomorrow. Okay, so it's a kind of uh, different thing. It's a personal work. That's the reason I may not reach tomorrow Hyderabad back because he's my own uncle. So that Swarnam ceremony I have to uh, attend. Okay, so it may take some extra time. Maybe if it got early, I'll reach and I'll take the session. So if not, tomorrow session I'll take it on Sunday. Actually, Sunday we will take gap, but anyway, I'm taking leave tomorrow. That's the reason we will have session on Sunday. Okay, tomorrow, uh, uh, Durga Soft will call you. Okay, so Durga Soft will call you and inform you if session is there. Okay, if you didn't receive any call or message from Durga Soft, okay, so tomorrow there is no session. Okay, so try to understand. Just my he is my own uncle. He expired in the evening, so I put a leave tomorrow, and I need to go out of Hyderabad. Okay, so please understand. Tomorrow session I will take it on Sunday because take holiday tomorrow. If I come, no problem. Sunday you will take. If I don't come, because we can't expect the situation over there. So if I don't come, then I will take tomorrow session on Sunday. If you receive call or message from mostly message or call they will do. If you receive message, that means session is there. They don't call you means there is no session. Please understand. Okay. They didn't call means there is no session. Okay. That's one. So I will update them by tomorrow afternoon or tomorrow evening. Okay, because I don't want to waste your time. Okay, so please understand that one. Okay. Uh, looks today two members has joined. Piyush as well as Mallikarjun. Guys, one small thing. Uh, I need your contact number, email ID. Please send me as message because Durgasoft will give you call back and your register. You need to register your mail ID with us. Okay, so that whatever the regular class recording thing will be there, na, that they will give you permission to download you with your mail ID only. Okay, so please provide me in the message tab so that I will share your mobile number, email ID with them. Okay, so please understand and don't hesitate to share with me. Okay, it is mandatory. If you are really interested, you can join. Okay, no problem. So every session will be like this only. Whatever I explained, the same way I will do. Who are missed, for example, Mallikarjun, Piyush, if you would like to continue, okay, so I will take extra sessions on Saturday, Sunday, weekend for both of you. I will explain you again, or else everybody want again, I will explain you again, no problem. Okay, don't worry. Yeah, Mallikarjun, thank you so much. And Piyush, requesting you to please provide. Okay, so that I don't miss, I will never misuse your data. I'll share it with the Durga software. That purpose to track. So if you are really interested, they will call you back. You can share your data, no problem. Whether it is positive or negative, it's not at all problem. Okay. So if you provide any feedback, then that will be better for me also. No problem. So Piyush, requesting you to please provide your email ID, mobile number, so that I will forward to Durga Sam. Okay. Thanks, Mallikarjun. And let me check. So it was successful. Still, it is. It has to launch actually. You understand, or you are getting any problem here? Okay. So what is the main intention of inner class is, within single method, I would like to handle multiple buttons. That is the main advantage of thing. And keep it in mind, inner class is very, very important. In real time, I would like to write this one only. Okay, I will suggest my every team member to write this. Okay, so because I do whatever the way I have written code, that must be there. Don't write repetitive logic. If you write repetitive logic, that whenever code review is going on at the time, so they won't scold you. What they will write, they will make some marks to you that will affect your hike. Okay, always try to minimize your logic. That means whatever the expected you want, you have to write, but with a minimum logic you have to achieve that. Okay, so if it is you didn't find any solution, you can ask your lead, no problem. This is the way I got stuck today. Is there any solution with you? Asking technical problems is not at all a don't hesitate to ask anything. Okay, it's very, very important for us. How much you are sharing your knowledge, that much you will gain. That's the motto. Okay, see here, this is the login page what I designed. Now first I am clicking on sign in. Let me check user without entering username. I check clicking. When I click on sign in, one second, sometimes it is giving delay response actually. See, enter username, it is asking. Again I am clicking enter username. Okay, let me enter some name saying that Durga. I am entering Durga as my username. See, this is the keypad will come. So here you have to choose. Okay, A. So this is email type I have taken, right? At the rate dot you got. Oh my goodness. Wait. Okay, Durga. Next. Next means it will come to next field. So here, whatever the password you would like to enter. Hello. See, it is asking access your contacts. Hello. Actually, this is called dynamic permission. I didn't write that one, but it is asking as per this thing. Okay, let me add some password. Whenever I am entering numeric, see if I give 1, 2, 3, see it is coming dot dot. Okay, so that is password. Okay, now I am done. Okay, now this keypad will be minimized. Now let me click on sign. I will get login success. Login success. So when I click cancel, this DURG, this will both will be erased. Okay. So once again, let me explain what I have taken in my XML today. I have taken relative layout. So in the relative layout, what I have written, so below, to right of, to left of, that I discussed. And in my main activity, see one text view, two edit text I have taken with below like that with the margin. Okay, so cancel, sign in, everything I have written, and I came back to main activity. So in the main activity, what I did, so first I have taken context variable, two edit text variables, two buttons I declared, and in the onCreate, inside the onCreate method only you have to write find view by ID. See, this onCreate method started here, ended here. Inside this only you have to write everything, because no other methods I am not writing. Okay, so here I have written find view by ID, find view by ID. For the button I have written set on click listener. So for set on click listener I have invoked with implements on click listener. So I have generated with on click method. So inside the on click method I have implemented switch case r.id dot button sign in cancel. Okay, when you receive this video tomorrow, you will receive this video. Once you receive this video, please learn it. Okay, one more suggestion I am giving as a friend, I am telling you. Okay, please do practice whatever the sample I have given to you regularly, then you will be in 100% on track. If you miss, next day practice twice. Okay, so then that will become good fetching for you. Okay, if not, that will become problem for us. That means somewhere you will get some problem, lack of communication, lack of misunderstanding, it may give some problem. So to avoid that, so the best way what I am trying to do, if you get time you have to do, or else at least whatever the recording they will provide, so the entire session what I have given, so that entire thing will be given to you, entire recording. Okay, that entire recording just go through once if you get time, even when you are having some lunch, when you are having some dinner. Okay, keep it in your headset, try to listen for it. Okay, so that you will be, see, every session from my side it will be like this only, no need to worry. So who has joined later also, for them I will provide you the thing. So like this, all advanced concept every day I will teach. Okay, don't worry guys, and any technical queries, don't hesitate to call me. Okay, so 1 minute, let me share your details with them, or else before, let me copy your details before disappearing for one second guys. I would like to append your, I would like to share your details with you actually. I'm promising you I won't misuse this. I will share it with Durgasoft in front of you now. Okay. So definitely you will get a call from them tomorrow. Actually my PC is struggling. Actually I'm using 4 GB. Recommended is 8 GB. Very soon I will try to purchase a new laptop. Okay, with 16 GB configuration I am planning. So very soon I will replace. Yeah. One second. Let me share your details. So any queries? If anyone has any query, you can ask me, no problem. See, you need to give some buffer time every day. Okay, session 8 to 9 means exactly I won't finish at 9. Okay, so make everyday buffer time like half an hour. Okay, so please allow me. Some days I will write. Some days I will give you. Some days it may take up to 9:30. Okay, so based on that, please plan. Okay, so sorry, 8 p.m. right? 8 p.m. batch. 8 p.m. New joiners. Okay, tomorrow you will you will receive call from the Durgasoft. So I have shared with the Durgasoft. Okay, done guys. Thank you. So no one has any queries. Looks good. So if you have any queries, don't hesitate to ask me. So as I told you, tomorrow I may not be available. Okay. So if you are receiving any call means tomorrow session will be there. You don't receive means there is no call. There is no session. Okay. So that session I will cover on Sunday. Take rest tomorrow. So I will take that one. Uh, okay, that one. Right, guys. Your details I shared with the Durga sir. Right, guys. Any questions? Looks nice.
No
Hope you
questions.
understand. Yeah, yeah. Thank you, Mallikarjun. Right. Please keep practice. Okay. New joiners. I'll take extra sessions. to get in touch. Whatever we discussed, all theory, don't worry, I will explain you the theory. So today, what we started, that is in real time, exactly. Okay, right, guys. If possible, see you tomorrow, or else see you on Saturday. You get call, you have class. You didn't receive any call, no class. Okay. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Thanks for joining. We'll meet again on, yeah, written notes. This text notepad you are asking. Okay. So actually today I can't share. What I will do, I'll share it on Saturday. Okay. A material I will provide you. Don't worry. A material I will provide you. So don't worry. Day to day sample, what it is there, I will share you the link. Okay. Day to day, whatever the samples I will explain you, right? So those samples you will receive every day. Don't worry. Video, sample, everything you will receive. Okay. Right. Right. Okay, guys. Thank you. Thanks for joining. If possible, tomorrow, or else see you on Saturday. Right. Thank you, guys. Thanks for understanding. Thank you, Pish. Right. Thank you, guys. Right. See you. See you on Friday or Saturday. Thank you.